Hello, everyone. I'm Bill Burns here for Brookdale Newsmakers. I have a very special guest today, President of Brookdale Community College, Dr. David Stout. This is the first of what we hope to be a series of Newsmaker episodes that will help the college understand some of the things that are happening behind the scenes and give folks an opportunity to hear from some of the folks who help make some of the decisions that impact not just the faculty and staff, but of course our students as well. So Dr. Stout, welcome. Very happy to have you here today.
Thank you, Dr. Burns.
So as we get ready for a new academic year, a lot of challenges, a lot of changing landscapes in higher education. How's Brookdale getting prepared or preparing to handle some of these changes?
The most important thing, obviously, for an institution to be successful is that we have to be adaptable. So there are changes that are happening on the political landscape that we're all very much aware of, and how that is affecting higher education across the country. Paying attention to that, we're monitoring it. We have an outstanding group of people in government affairs and community relations that are always on top of the changes that are happening with executive orders and different federal and state legislation. So that's really what is having the predominant impact on us right now, is what's coming to us from basically government mandates and how we have to adapt and move with that. I see lots of opportunities, not just challenges, but lots of opportunities that are presented to us because of the changes in legislation. And then the other thing that's always on our mind that we have to be conscious of is both enrollment changes as well as the impact that has on our finances.
And it's difficult because it seems like there are changes that are coming down every week, and sometimes those changes contradict one another, which makes it obviously difficult. So if you're to take a step back and look at Brookdale now, how would you assess the state of the college?
Well, state of the college is strong. We have built over a period of time very healthy college reserves so that we're able to actually use money that we have set aside and invested it in strategic ways. So our enrollments have been up. Our graduation rate is actually up 9% over the previous year. So we're definitely we're doing the right things. The strategic plans that we've had in place for the last several years, we've executed them. We've accomplished most of the goals that we set out for ourselves. So without getting too into the weeds as far as exactly what we have accomplished, we've basically accomplished the things that we set ourselves out for 3 years ago when we established Strategic Plan 25, and we're in the process of building Strategic Plan 2030. So I would say when I assess the overall state of the college is very strong, and we're very well positioned for the next 5 years.
And I think people have to understand, too, that those strategic plans, that's just not you sitting down, writing, here's what we're going to do. Those are collaborative efforts that the whole college community is involved in.
Exactly. Everything that we do here, we try to do collaboratively. So the strategic plans were built through a process where we have town halls. We listen to what people have to say about strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, the things that we see potentially coming around the corner, and how might we be able to capitalize on that? How can we position ourselves best to be able to capitalize and also address any of the threats that we see in our environment? So we did that in developing Strategic Plan 22, in Strategic Plan 25, and then we've just completed that process for building Strategic Plan 2030.
Yeah, and these are things that are going to guide us, not just in finances, but enrollment management, and some of those bigger picture issues. You know, we've been hearing a lot about the enrollment cliff coming in 2026, but you just said a little earlier that our enrollment's actually moving in the right direction, which I think is a testament to what we're doing here.
It is. What we have to do, if I could pull back a little bit further, is to say that what COVID did to us was probably bring the cliff to us sooner than what we had planned for. And so when we look at our enrollment today compared to where we were prior to COVID, our enrollment is still down compared to where we were prior to COVID. So we may have actually slid into the cliff as opposed to fallen right off of it. But because of the plans that we put in place, we were able to mitigate some of those losses by putting resources in places where we saw growth in the community, and then we could attract those folks to come to Brookdale.
Oh, that's great. Well, Dr. David Stout, thank you so much for being here on the first episode of Brookdale Newsmakers for this academic year. Hopefully we'll be back doing many, many more for everyone. I'm Bill Burns. Thanks for joining us.